fairy. My name is Olinska, and I am your support and assistance. Terence. All right. We've got some serious somethings to focus on, you and I. All right. So, we're looking at a serious topic, which is the male ego. Now this is going to be a tough one. Now let me first explain the male ego. All right. Now the male ego, but it's actually like just ego in general, but I'm saying male ego, Terence, because you're a male. Alright, so the ego is an interesting mind manifestation. An ego is that which manifests as you when you fear it is the design of your mind, your mind system, alright, that keeps you protected from any emotional or feeling harm that may occur in your world. So Terence, I'm like speaking pointers here, so as I continue, we're going full circle over here. So Terence, you fear getting hurt emotionally. And Terence, you fear feeling. Really. Every time I've noticed that ever since I've been with you, right? When there's like even a refraction of movement of a possible feeling or emotion, you shut down completely, like I ain't gonna go there, and you suppress yourself, and then you put up this I am a strong, stable male presentation, so that everything seems fine with you. Terence, you won't be able to suppress what you're experiencing inside yourself much longer. Your energy is gonna run out. So Terence, how are we going to handle this situation? As follows. Forgiveness. Alright. So you fear intimacy, self-intimacy. You haven't gotten close to anyone in your world ever before. Firstly, because you fear feeling, because if you feel too much for someone, you're scared of losing that person and going through all the emotional turmoil. So instead of going through all that, you say, no ways, no sorry, thank you very much, ain't gonna go there. I'm just gonna stand back inside myself and say, I'm here, and I am strong, nothing wrong with me, no. So Terence, that's gotta stop, man. Really, that's got to stop. Why? Because you're doing internal damage to yourself. And I don't want to call the interdimensional ambulance and say, Mayday! Mayday! Terence going down, he's ill. So Terence, we have to look at vulnerability with self. Opening yourself up, you know, because you're so afraid of people looking inside you, really seeing who you are. You are goddamn afraid of that. So you will really not get close to anyone in your world because you don't want them to know who you are at all. You don't want them to know that you actually do sometimes feel something inside you, and you do, you know, become emotional, but you don't show that in any way whatsoever. So you're very closed off in your world, like isolated extensively, and you feel very alone. Now Terence, I wonder why. It's because of you. You're so afraid of people. It is scary. You're very afraid of people. You don't want them close to them because you think they can harm you in some way or another. They can deceive you. You don't know who to trust anymore in your world, Terence, because you haven't allowed yourself to trust yourself yet. So you have isolated yourself to a certain extent for a reason in your world. Now, isolation is fine, but isolation is not fine if you isolate you from yourself. That is not acceptable. So, Terence, you're in an ample position to start your process of self-intimacy and getting to know who you are for the first time in your world. Because, Terence, you're not going to be able to have any normal relationships in your world. You know why? Because you're not having a goddamn normal relationship with yourself even. So I'd say stop everything in your world for a moment and first discover you within you as who you are. Then you'll see your whole world just unfolding. But first you must start with you. Simple. The breath, the 4-count breath, self-honesty, brutal self-honesty in every single moment. So that you're able to give to you the gift of life as you. And I'm walking with you, man. I'm there inside you in every step, in every moment. So you're not alone. You've got the fairy with you, the crazy one. I may seem crazy, but I just, this is who I am, so I'm expressing myself. Oh, and you've got your tree, and you've got your animal, so you're pretty much secured. But, Terence, you're going to have to do this for yourself. And we're here to support and assist you in that. So you want to have your world work, you start working on yourself. Thank you very much. This is your fairy speaking.